Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, it is a very big responsibility for a man to decide to take on a wife. For a man to decide to get married, it is not something that is done lightly. So for a man to be in a position to make that decision, one, he has to be accomplished. So that's not to say that he has to be fully successful, but all of the the building blocks has to be in place to show the trajectory of his life and what he has to offer a wife. Because of course, taking on a wife is just a skip and a jump, a hop and a jump from starting a family. So a man has to have some sort of like a accomplishment for him to take on that responsibility. So now the last person, of course, that you would expect to be having those consideration is a young man that has never had a job in his life. But alas, guys, I bring you this. President Muhammadu Buhari's son, Yusuf, set to marry Kano princess. So now Yusuf Buhari, of course, Buhari's son, the only son that I am aware of, I might well, I suspect that he might well be an only son, but certainly the only son that I am aware of. This guy has never done a day's work in his life, as far as I am aware. Nobody knows his source of income apart from being the son of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So effectively a jobless man, but the irony, the dichotomy, the mystery of this jobless man is that he's reputed to be the fourth richest son of a president on the planet. So not in Africa, but on the planet. So now a guy that has no fixed source of income, but is the wealthiest, the fourth wealthiest son of a ruler on the planet. And if you take into consideration that we're talking about the Arabian Peninsula, we're talking about the Americas, we're talking about Europe, and we're talking about Asia, and this guy is rumored to be the fourth wealthiest amongst that set of children from a ruling family, but not like a monarchy, but really a presidency. So now this is the irony now, a jobless man, but nevertheless one of the wealthiest young men on the planet. So he seeks to take a bride, as again President Muhammadu Buhari's son Yusuf set to marry Kano princess. So now let's now see now what the Central Bank of Nigeria is about to pay for again. Yusuf, the son of President Muhammadu Buhari, is planning to marry the daughter of Emir of Bichi in Kano State, Zahra Bayero. Zahra Bayero is currently a student in the United Kingdom studying architecture. So that already, of course, at Nigeria's expense again. I'm just pausing for a moment. A lot of these people, they send their children, especially to the United Kingdom, to get an education. I'm talking about the Malamis. Really, what they are sending their children to get is not so much an education, but an accent, because that education, of course, is never really what the paper that is printed on. A lot of them don't attend classes and they just get their exams written for them by some person that they pay off, but then they come back with some certificate that is of no use anyway. Because what job is President Buhari's daughter or the daughter of the Emir of Kano going to get that is going to pay them a salary that will be commensurate with their woof that they're getting from the Central Bank of Nigeria? Unless that job is going to be paying them $1 billion a month, then there's really no job that is worth getting out of bed for a lot of these people. But nevertheless, they send their children to the United Kingdom to really get an accent, but then of course they call it an education. So we take that paragraph from the top again. Zahra Bayero is currently a student in the United Kingdom studying architecture. Yusuf is a 2016 graduate of the University of Surrey, Guildford, United Kingdom. Credible sources told correspondents that the wedding ceremony would take place in the next 2 to 3 months. Preparations are in top gear for the grand event. As the tradition provides, the parent of the groom will meet with the parent of the bride to express Yusuf's interest in marrying Zahra, the source said. pleading anonymity. So there you have it now. This is now strike two for the Buhari family, using this golden opportunity now of having a free key, a free pass to the Central Bank of Nigeria to marry their children off. We just saw the ceremony for what is her name, Zahra Buhari, when she married that Indemi guy. The wedding was entirely Arabian, and all of that wedding, by the way, was purchased from Dubai. So they flew in all of that wedding from Dubai, from the decoration to the catering to even the people doing the serving, and they were giving these people words and words and words of envelopes of dollars, to the point that these people from Dubai were alarmed at the volume of money that were just being gifted to them. We saw that ceremony with Zahra Buhari. And by the way, just to add to this, just to make the point, a lot of you will recall in the build-up to the 2015 election, when Buhari was telling us that he was so broke that he had to take, that was so poor that he had to take a bank loan to buy his party's registration form. We all heard that story, that he had to sell his property in Port Harcourt or something, and he had to take a loan against his house in Victoria Island or Ikoyi to mount his campaign, because he did not want people buying that registration form for him, and he did not have the funds himself to buy that registration form. So you look at the dichotomy between that narrative and the lifestyle that the guy lives, and the lifestyle that he lived even prior to the presidency. He had about I think 5-7 children, all of them studying in the United Kingdom. They are not British citizens, and they're not entitled to the state coffers to pay for their education. So that education is being paid for, and Buhari is a private citizen. And if you imagine that education that they're paying for, we're talking about 30 to 40,000 British pounds per year. For accommodation, for tuition, etc. We're even talking 50, 60, it's even 30, 40 pounds per semester, really. And that's 2 semesters. So we're talking about a good 200,000 pounds if you look at all of the accoutrements that goes with packaging these people to be where they are. So you're looking at a good 100,000 pounds, 200,000 pounds per year to educate about each, that is, to educate about 7 children, and this by a man that tells us that he has no income and is having to borrow money from the bank to pay for his registration form. So fast forward now to this guy now becoming the president of Nigeria, a salaried position, by the way, because the only thing that you get as remunerations for being the president is to get a salary. So this guy now, a salaried earner, is now suddenly, by virtue of being president of Nigeria, in a position to afford to send his wife to Dubai to go and purchase a wedding package, the top end of the topmost end of wedding packages from Dubai, and fly it all the way to Nigeria, the whole wedding package, to come and show off his daughter getting married. So deja vu. History repeats, because of course Mallam Buhari purports to be the president of Nigeria, and this girl now, this Zahra Bayero, is one of the princesses of one of the, because you know that the Kano Emirate has now been broken down into sub-emirate by Dollar Ganduje. So one of the rulers now of that sub-emirate, this Nasir Bayero, the son, by the way, one of the sons, no doubt, of Ado Bayero, who was the predecessor of Lamido Sanusi. So you just see now, you can imagine the sort of spending, the sort of opulence, the sort of bastardization of the dollar that is going to take place at that event. An event, of course, of a young man that has never had a job in his life before, but still feels that he's in a position to take on a wife, and that wife, of course, being a student in university that has not even started the journey of employment yet. Conversations in the comment section. The looting continues, a luta continua, but not the struggle. The looting, come share thoughts. But before you come into the comment section to engage, Click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done all the clickings, these people, they've never had a job before, but they are living the life of Khashoggi and they are marrying like Arabian princes and princesses. So where's the money coming from is my question. Come give the answers to this in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace.